tó ń gbàṣẹ́ ìjọba mo fẹ́ send the link sí for phone mi ní ìsàlẹ̀ tó mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi save number ẹ̀ kí wọ́n send ẹ̀ sí ní WhatsApp kí wọ́n mi send ẹ̀ sí ní WhatsApp.
Fóònù tèmi ti kún ó lè má recognize ẹ̀ lásìkò I'm telling you truth tí máa parọ́ wọn náà ní tí máa ti parọ́ wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bá faith.
Okay. I'm so passionate about it. You have to send the link at your live.
I better send the link.
You better send it. So I need to platform here.
Any other platform I do, I only my live. Okay. So you want to link the other. So I better send them and see you.
Number and I'm about to hand it.
Number and my address WhatsApp. I send it to you. I send it to you. Next time I'll let you link your name.
Number and the name.
Number I just put the number.
No problem. Phone number one be to get link here get over the upper my daughter to me. Understand? Oh, I'm there. What was I Òun lélẹ̀.
Kódà.
Òun ni.
Ó ń bọ̀.
PS. YouTube.com /live. Live, LIV. Then /visit. SJ5. J5. Capital L. Small I.
Window. Capital S.
Capital L.
Capital S Gani.
Say no, small S. Small S, small J.
Small S, small J.
5.
5
Then capital L.
Capital
L. I. Capital V.
Capital
D. E. P. Capital P náà ni o. Then T.I. So nọ́mbà ènìyàn lélẹ̀. Tí a tún ti ń jẹ́ àti òkú la fẹ́ ṣe báyìí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì ń dẹ̀wà òkè. Nọ́mbà 080. Zero 365 735 13.
0 365 735 13. What's that one? What's that one? Mo tẹ̀ ẹ́ sínú àgùntàn náà. Tòmátì wá sí ilé èsì wọn kó tó lè jẹ́ ó lè post.
Ẹ ṣe gan.
Ṣé nẹ́tíwọ̀kì?
Mi ò mọ owó nẹ́tíwọ̀kì náà, nẹ́tíwọ̀kì wà òkè náà.
Láìpẹ́ kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kò sí. Ní ìgbẹ́jẹ́ fún àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ tó síwájú wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Bí a tó bá lè bá wọn mú bí a tẹ̀sẹ̀ fún wọn lọ́nà tuntun ní ìsíwájú.
Sẹ́ńtà ló yẹ kó wà. Sọ fún ọ pé sẹ́ńtà ló yẹ kó wà kó ó fi sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. Kò jáde ìlú àwọn kan náà gbé síwájú ní àwọn ìdílé nílẹ̀. Ẹnu mísíkì náà gbọ́dọ̀ náà ṣe kíní fún. Ọ̀gá tó wọn lè ní síkà yẹn wà. Síkà ìyẹn ìta.
When the dress is not the way we are dressing in the olden days. Now what are can I write characteristics of the 21st century youth? Number 1, they are what we call digital natives. Number 1, digital natives, because they understand the digital skills more than. If you have a child, maybe 5-year-old, give that child a laptop or a smartphone. The child will operate it little more than us. Because there are so many functions in this small thing that we are holding that they know and we do not know. So number one of the characteristics of digital natives, then they are tech-savvy and information literate. In fact, there will be some news that we, the elders, we will not hear about, we will not know. They would have known it because they belong to social media. So they are information literate and they are globally connected. You can see some of them, they marry online. They get their spouses online. They are, globally connected all over the world. They are there, and they are doing businesses all over the world. That's number one. And they are actively oriented, socially conscious. Some things that we might not really think about, but they are conscious of it socially. They are collaborative and team-oriented. At times, you will be working in silos. Some of us do not go out when we are young. So we are always indoor. Then this one, they can collaborate. They work in teams. You see them that coming together, forming groups and acting together. Another characteristic is that they are creative and innovative. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 point is that they are creative and innovative. Then they are adaptable and flexible. You can easily talk to them. You can easily, convince them. If you sit them down, they are ready to listen to you. They are diverse and inclusive. That's the paradox. That is diverse and inclusive. They can put things together, many things together to become one. They would like a kind of focus. If you are studying mathematics, it's only mathematics that you'll be studying. But then they can put mathematics with computer science, with computer engineering, everything put together. Even with grammar, they can have everything together and exalt. They are experience-driven. They are entrepreneurial. They have entrepreneurial mindset. You can see, in fact, some of our younger ones, they are richer than their parents because they are doing online business. Good ones go, not Yahoo something. There are some businesses you can do online. There are some they call what do you call it? There are so many of them online, and they are creative. They have this entrepreneurial spirit. Then they are visual. Shorter attention span than what you do because you can't keep them for long. You can't just keep them in a place for long. One thing is that if you want to catch their attention, you have to put pictures, pictorial presentation because they are just restless. They can't just sit there. If you see they are seated now, in like 30 minutes they are restless. So they have shorter attention span, like us that we are patients. They have mental health awareness. Now, what are the challenges? I'm talking about the characteristics. Am I talking about the way you behave? Am I true? Because that's the way you behave. Now, the challenges, what are the challenges facing them? This damage, it has its pros and cons. It has disadvantages and advantages. So we need to watch it. So this child is a double-edged sword. So we need to watch it. It's a challenge. Because you can see many things on this phone, many things on the internet that they are watching and that are not good for them at their age. Another challenge is this socio-economic and global issues. So this socio-economic uncertainty and global issues, this is it's causing a kind of global. By the time you begin to talk about climate change, you talk about some global issues, economic uncertainty, they might not really understand it. And if they don't understand that the devil is the first problem. There is a generation of paradox that is plus minus put together. They might not be able to manage it at their age. There is this challenge of education and skill gap. Some of them they don't want to read. So at times you force them to do academic work because they are just restless. What they want is just to make money. Mostly, I'm not talking generally, and most of them is just how to make money. What can I do? At least riding limousine. the challenge that we need to be working about. Then there is this skill gap. Because when we're young, some of us, the female, we can learn sewing. Even in school, home economics, we were taught how to sew. We were doing farming. I don't think they are doing all those things now. So there is this education and skill gap, which is a challenge. The pressure of performance, that is, I have a friend that is doing this, I want to do it. So pressure, of peer pressure is really affecting them. But with all these challenges, there are opportunities. There are opportunities for growth and empowerment for you. Number one, when we talk about technological advancement, there are so many opportunities there. There are so many things you can do with technology. Then innovation, you have to be innovative. Yes, you said at least those that have grown up, those in university, they are innovative. But you as you are growing up, somebody just told me that in China you see primary school students, being innovative. They are doing innovative work. That is, you want to make this handset, or you want to make a laptop, or you want to make sound system. They start right from primary school. And someone was telling me that we should introduce this in our own primary school, in OAU, and our own secondary school. Do you understand? So you have to be innovative. Think of what you want to be in life. Even you want to be a medical doctor. And the way medicine is being practiced now is different from the way it's being practiced, was practiced in the past. There is what we call e-medicine. They can operate, by internet. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Even if you go to hospital, what they do, they don't carry files again. They don't carry files. All your records, they are in the system. So that is e-medicine. So whatever you want to become, that means you have to be computer literate. You want to be a lawyer. And there's what we call artificial intelligence. Now, have you heard about it before? Artificial intelligence. That is the issue. In fact, in our primary school, staff school already, we want to be teaching our students. Our group is rather artificial intelligence. There is nothing you cannot do with artificial intelligence. And that is why it is artificial. And what human beings can do, this artificial intelligence can do. And you are sitting like this, they can take your picture and put a crown on you and make you a king using artificial intelligence. So that means right now begin to think about what you want to be in life and start working towards it now. If you want to be an historian, it is possible. You understand? And there is ICT also in history. Because there is no way you will hear history, even the history of this school. You can use artificial intelligence, to do it. The one you are writing history, you are going to use the ICT tool to do it. The learning that is for you, that is the learning, you have to pay attention to what your teachers are teaching you. Please, don't be in class, do all assignments, then you are learning. You understand me now? Then when any subject is not clear to you, feel free to ask questions. Make sure you understand all that you are being taught. Then we have this opportunity of communication. Be able to communicate. Don't just sit out there. Don't just be bench warmer. Don't understand me. Communicate with your colleagues. Communicate with your seniors. Communicate with your juniors and with your teachers. Are needed in this community that we have. Then critical thinking will help you to propose solutions. And I've said it in several occasions that in the olden days, our forefathers, when they needed anything, they would not go to the white men to provide for them. They will provide, they provided those things by themselves. They needed cutlass for farming. They did it by themselves. They invented it by themselves. They needed whatever they needed, they did it by themselves. Then we, instead of us to improve on what they did, we were looking to the Western world, to provide for us. This is not simple. So you have this opportunity to improve on what has been done before. Do you understand? Like this cloth tie that we have, it was even important. We can produce this in Nigeria. So you can think of it. What are the things I can do to provide solutions to the challenges my community is facing. Farming, we have mechanized farming, we have e-farming. Don't understand that even the clothes that we are wearing, you can produce it. That is the area of critical thinking. You have to criticize the environment you are in, find the challenges there and try to provide solutions. There is this cross-cultural exchange in the positive now, because the one that our youth, what they are copying will be in the negative. It is not too good. Our culture is very good. Our culture is very, very good. Don't follow them to imbibe the culture that is not, that is nothing to write home about. So this cross-cultural exchange, and there is nothing, stopping us from importing or exporting in our own culture abroad. Instead of importing their own, let us export our own. Let us convince them that we have good culture, rich culture, even in Nigeria. This global perspective, I said so that you should not be local champions, just aim high. Do you understand? I aim high that I want to shine. I want to be known worldwide. Even if it's going to be football, whatever you know you can do best, please put your best into it, and God will make you to exalt. Be an agent of change. We have been saying change, change, change. Nobody wants to start. Let that change start for you. The things that you see that are not good in this country, in this state, in your community, be that agent of change. The global movement. Please move with the trend, the good trend in the society globally. Also, there is opportunity of entrepreneurship. I mentioned it. That is, once you know what you want to do, medicine, law, engineering, professor of mechanical engineering is there, American professor, Asheri, any area that you want to do, there is entrepreneurship in all fields. There is entrepreneurship in all subjects. Do you understand? So don't say that you want to work for people all your life. No, it is not good to work for people all your life. Think of what you can establish and be an entrepreneur. The intelligence, your IQ, intelligence quotient should be high. It must be high. Don't understand? So don't just be a dollar. Now, how can you achieve all these opportunities that I mentioned? How do you navigate the route? So the essential skills that you need to acquire, essential skills for the 21st century youth. Number one, I may mention critical thinking and problem solving. Be a problem solver. Don't be a problem creator. Do you understand? Be a problem solver. Don't be a problem creator. You have to be digital literate. That's number two. That the skill that you need to acquire. Even if you